Mating behavior is crucial for the survival of endangered species, especially for some of the most iconic and threatened animals on our planet. The black rhino, for instance, faces various threats such as habitat loss, poaching, and illegal trade, causing their numbers to plummet. With their population critically endangered, successful mating behavior is essential for their survival. In this video, we will explore the fascinating world of endangered species mating behavior and why their mating rituals play a vital role in their continuation. Without further ado, let's get started. Elephant mating. Male African elephants reach sexual maturity between the ages of 12 and 15, while females reach maturity around 10 to 12 years of age. During the mating season, which can occur at any time of year, males become more aggressive and territorial and will engage in courtship displays known as musts to attract a mate. When a female elephant is ready to mate, she will emit a high-pitched vocalization to let males know that she is receptive. The male will also display other courtship behaviors, such as extending his trunk and wrapping it around a female's trunk, or touching her hindquarters. If a female is receptive to the male's advances, she will respond by lifting her tail and allowing the male to mount her. The mating process can last anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. After mating, the male will stay close to the female to prevent other males from mating with her. Black rhino mating. During mating season, rhino females will often actively resist mating attempts from males. This is because male rhinos can be aggressive and may harm the female during the mating process. As a result, female black rhinos will often run away from males or even charge at them to ward them off. Mating in rhinos can be a complex and sometimes violent process. Male rhinos are known to be very territorial and will fight with other males to establish dominance and mating rights. These fights can be incredibly aggressive and can even result in serious injury or death. When a male rhino finds a receptive female, he will typically approach her slowly and sniff her rear end to check if she is ready to mate. If she is receptive, she will remain still and allow the male to mount her from behind. Successful mating is crucial to ensuring the survival of these magnificent creatures in the wild. Giraffe mating. Mating in giraffes is a unique and fascinating process, which involves a number of strange and interesting behaviors. One of the most notable aspects of giraffes' mating behavior is their violent courtship ritual, known as necking, where males use their long necks to swing their heads and hit each other with powerful blows. This behavior is not only used to establish dominance over other males, but also to attract females. Once a male giraffe has established dominance, he will follow the female, sometimes for days, until she allows him to mate. Interestingly, male giraffes have been observed attempting to mate with other males, a behavior known as homosexual mounting, which suggests that their sexual behavior may be more complex than previously thought. Giraffes' mating behavior is just one example of the fascinating and sometimes strange ways in which animals have evolved to reproduce and pass on their genes to the next generation. Polar bears mating. Polar bear mating is a complex process that involves tracking, sizing up, and testing potential partners. In the vast empty landscape of the Arctic, finding a mate can be a challenge, but polar bears have an excellent sense of smell that can detect another bear from over the horizon. Males can spend weeks tracking the scent of a female who is ready to mate. Once a male and female find each other, they engage in a courtship ritual that includes playing and testing each other's fitness. The female will test the male's ability to keep up with her and his fitness level, as she will be relying on him to provide strong and healthy genes for her offspring. If the male passes the female's tests, they will mate and produce offspring. The female will raise her cubs alone, devoting herself to them for 2 to 3 years. Sea turtle mating. Sea turtles mate in the water rather than on land, and it's a noisy affair. The male sea turtle uses his sharp claws to hold onto the female's shell while he attempts to align his tail with hers. Once he has found the right position, he will begin to copulate with her. After mating, the female sea turtle will crawl up onto the beach and dig a nest in the sand where she will lay her eggs. Depending on the species, a female sea turtle can lay between 50 and 200 eggs in a single nest. The sex of the sea turtle hatchlings is determined by the temperature of the sand in which the eggs are laid. Warmer sand produces more females, while cooler sand produces more males. This makes sea turtle populations vulnerable to climate change, as rising temperatures could skew the gender ratios and lead to a decline in the population. Galapagos tortoise mating. Galapagos tortoise mating is a fascinating and unique process. These giant tortoises are the largest in the world, and their mating behavior is no less impressive. During the mating season, male tortoises become highly territorial and will fight with other males for access to females. Once a male has established his dominance, he will start to search for a mate. Mating usually takes place between January and August and can last for several hours. When the male finds a receptive female, he will approach her and start to nuzzle her neck and head. The female will either accept or reject the male's advances. If she accepts him, she will stretch her head and neck out to make it easier for the male to mount her. The male will then climb onto the female's back, using his front legs to hold onto her shell. Hippo mating. Hippos have a unique mating behavior where the males will use their massive jaws to display aggression towards each other. They will open their mouths wide and make loud snapping sounds to intimidate their rivals. Once the dominant male has established his position, he will engage in a series of courtship behaviors with the female. These behaviors may include blowing bubbles, vocalizing, and touching noses. The male will also mount the female in the water, with both hippos submerging their bodies while mating. Interestingly, hippos are also known for their ability to hold their breath for up to 6 minutes while they are underwater, which is an important adaptation for their mating and aquatic lifestyle. Despite their aggressive behavior towards each other during mating season, hippos typically live in social groups of up to 30 individuals and have been known to display cooperative behavior in caring for young calves. Koala mating. Koalas may seem cute and cuddly, but their mating behavior is anything but romantic. Female koalas have a tough time during mating season, as they are often pursued relentlessly by male koalas. These males will follow the females around and emit a loud, bellowing call to let other males know that the female is taken. But the competition doesn't stop there. Male koalas will also engage in fierce battles with each other, using their sharp claws and teeth to defend their territory and mating rights. Once a male koala wins the right to mate with a female, the actual mating process is brief and uneventful. It lasts only a few seconds and is usually initiated by the female. Interestingly, koalas have a bifurcated reproductive system, meaning that females have 2 separate uteri and 2 vaginas. This allows them to produce 2 different types of milk for their young, one high in protein and the other high in fat. Panda mating. Giant pandas have a unique mating system that involves females being in estrus for only 24 to 72 hours per year. During this time, males will compete for the opportunity to mate with females. Mating can be a tricky process, as pandas are solitary animals that do not often come into contact with each other in the wild. Therefore, breeding programs in captivity have been crucial for the survival of the species. Once a male panda is able to successfully mate with a female, the pregnancy lasts for around 3 to 5 months. Pandas give birth to 1 or 2 cubs, but it is rare for both to survive. Female pandas are known for their excellent mothering skills, but in the wild, mothers will often only raise 1 cub at a time. Despite their popularity and iconic status, giant pandas are considered a vulnerable species due to habitat loss and low reproductive rates. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.